YouTube, what's going on? It's your favorite celebrity barber here, and Travis T. Taylor, aka Mr. Rock Out the Barber. And y'all wouldn't guess in a million years who this man is right here sitting in my chair. Well, his chair. So we're gonna see if we can get him to talk just a little bit while we got the cut going. We're gonna let him introduce himself and all that, where you can follow him at on social media.
Yes, sir. I'll introduce myself?
Yeah.
My bad. What's up, y'all, man? My name is Tyler Mabry, man of God. But I play for the Seattle Seahawks tight end. But man, my boy getting me right. You feel me? Met him a few weeks ago, and he ain't never leaving me. He ain't never leaving. Where I go, he goes. So we're gonna rock this thing out.
Yes, sir. So, where did you play football in college at?
I went to the University of Buffalo for 4 years, redshirted there, so I had an extra year. So I got the transfer portal, and went to the University of Maryland.
Okay, how do you like it at Maryland?
Maryland was smooth. It was Big Ten, with the big dogs. You feel me? Did my thing, but it got me an opportunity to play in the league, going on my 4th year with the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. It's a blessing, bro. I can't complain whatsoever.
Absolutely. So, did you go to high school around here?
Nah, my parents moved here after I graduated high school. So I lived in Michigan most of my life, 5th grade to junior year of high school. Me and my best friend KJ Osborne and Jeffrey Stokes, we transferred to IMG Academy in Florida. We ain't had no scholarships, so we had to make a leap of faith and say, let's go to IMG. And we made it happen, bro.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So one of the guys that's in the league, at least I know personally, I went to school with him in middle school and in high school. He graduated, I want to say, like 2 to 3 years before me, though.
You went to Warner Robins?
Yeah. Marquez Callaway?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I seen he just got signed with the Broncos.
My boy.
So, how do y'all, I know, of course, you ain't never been traded before. Do they let y'all know y'all getting traded, or do you know people personally? Like,
I know some people, they knew they was getting traded. Some people didn't know they was getting traded. It's a business, bro. It's a business. Marquez, bro, it's crazy how we met. My trainer Jared used to always tell me about like Marquez. He could hoop. He did this. He played at Tennessee, and then we both went to the NFLPA Bowl together. Mm-hmm. Find out, bro, we was locker mates.
Oh wow!
So once I seen his name, I took a picture, sent it to Jared, and I met him. I told him I heard a lot about you, and then we became great friends after that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I remember when I seen Marquez, well, of course he was a free agent. Not a free agent, but undrafted. But I was excited, man, seeing the Saints pick him up.
Right.
And I know that stuff is like a dream come true for y'all, man, because y'all be, when you play rec football, you dream of being in the league. When you get in middle school and you finally able to play for middle school in 7th and 8th grade, I know that's how they are down here. You got to be in 7th and 8th grade to play for the middle school. Mm-hmm. Then when you get, to high school, you just pray you get drafted. So high school, how does that work? Do the coaches send me in film to college coaches, or how do they get in contact with the college coach to come in, look at you personally, per se?
So in high school, a lot of kids go to football camps, college camps. So, if you test well, a lot of kids do 7-on-7 as well, like them things, and they send out recruiters. So, colleges, the position coaches, they have recruiting coordinators, they go out and look for kids, but also just your film. So a lot of athletic directors send out your film to coaches. Coaches visit the school, they want to see what you look like, see you work out. Yeah. Boom, that's how you get scholarships. So, Marquez is a freak now.
Oh, freak of nature. That man, in middle school, dude was hooping like crazy. We thought that he was gonna go for basketball.
That's the crazy part. When you do that, that's best of both worlds.
Yeah. So, what's it like playing with? Well, did you ever play with Richard Sherman and Russell Wilson?
I played with Russ. I did play with Richard.
Okay. What was it like playing with him?
Russ a great dude, man of God, bro. He a leader. He a leader. He lead by example. So I was thankful that I got to be with him for a little while.
I know one year, I was kind of pissed off, man. My dad a Patriots fan. I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. But since me and you tagging along now, I gotta somewhat be a Seattle Seahawks fan. So wherever you go, I gotta go. Yeah. So I was kind of ticked off, man, when y'all was in the Super Bowl. I don't know if you was there at the time or you may have been a rookie when y'all was in the Super Bowl and they didn't get a ball to Marshawn Lynch. Like what? That didn't make sense to me.
Well, brother, I was probably the same age as you, brother. I was in probably middle. I was in high school when that happened. I made a bet. You know what? That's why you don't bet. But plays happen. You feel me? Gotta live with them, bro. But that boy Russ still a ball player, bro.
Yeah. Do you It's a guy that plays in the NFL from my hometown. I don't know who he played for now. I know he used to play for Green Bay. Well, it's two guys actually. One from Perry and then one from Dooley County.
Right.
Montravius Adams. He's the one from Dooley County.
Okay.
And then Casey Hayward.
Oh yeah, I know about Casey.
Yeah. What's it like sitting up under Pete Carroll?
Man, that coach, he makes you love football, man. He's energetic. He loves his play. He's a player's coach. Nah, he good people.
Okay.
He good people.
Okay. Any endorsements on the way? Any endorsements
Yeah.
on the way?
Hey, man. That's up to God's will, brother. Whatever come my way, I'm gonna be thankful. So, man, what about you, bro? When you start cutting hair?
Man, I started cutting hair in high school actually, but I didn't take it serious. My homeboy actually kind of encouraged me to keep doing it though.
Right.
Just because I was seeing him doing, I was actually one of the first people ever to let him touch a head, and he know I'm real picky about my hair, so he kind of, he appreciated that opportunity.
Right.
But I started cutting hair in high school, man. Then after I graduated, I went into the Navy.
You went to the Navy, bro?
Yeah, I went to the Navy. Stayed in there for 11 months. Didn't even do a whole year. After I got out, I was working 9 to 5s everywhere, man. And I just got tired of working. I got tired of working for other people. I got tired of punching other people clock. And I knew like I like making other people feel good and look good. So I was just like, okay, I might as well take this leap of faith and, just trust God to supply. And
the leap of faith will change your life now.
Yeah, I'm taking another leap of faith right now, but faith is the substance of things. Hope for the evidence of things not seen. So I ain't had no choice but to really trust him. And man, me and my ex, when we broke up, I lost clientele. So it was just like, dang man, the clientele I had, it was like they was riding for her and they ain't even know her. That's kind of how it seemed. But I ain't really worried too much about it. After I got me and her broke up, I moved to Columbus. Started working at Kia Auto Sport dealership.
Right.
Sold a couple cars.
You versatile, bro. You do everything.
I try, man. But I used to work at the dealership here in Warner Robins too, 5-star Ford and Lincoln on Russell. I had so many jobs, man. I worked at Walmart, Best Buy, Purdue, Tyson.
What can he do?
Man, I hate deboning chicken though. I'm a pretty boy. I don't like deboning chicken. That was not my thing at Purdue. But started working for myself. The man that gave me my very first opportunity of working in the barbershop, his name is Mr. Kenny.
Right.
And I started working in KMB Barber Salon in Byron. And I was over there for a little bit, left there, went to Crown Style Studios. Then that's when I moved to Columbus and worked at Kia Autosport. And now I'm back here in Warner Robins, working at Old World Barbershop. So I just like making other people feel good and look good, man. And I know I like feeling good and looking good myself. So I was like, why not make it worth my while?
You travel a lot?
Do I travel a lot?
Yeah.
No, not really. I did my first barber competition. That was 2021, I want to say.
Okay.
And what was that? Knoxville, Tennessee. It was in Tennessee. I know that. It was in Tennessee. The judges. The crazy thing about that was, man, the judges weren't even barbers. I was like, bro, how you gonna judge and you don't even know nothing about cutting hair?
Right.
So, I didn't win, but later on they called and was like, hey, you got third place. We gave the wrong trophy to somebody. And I was like, okay, well.
Not copping, please.
At first, now when I lost and they can't, they announced the results out loud, I was like, I was salty, but I was happy for my boys that did win.
Right.
But I was salty because I was like, bro, like that dude who won, his cut was not cleaner than mine. Like I just knew. But they called the owner of Old World and was like, hey, we gave the results to the wrong person, da 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 da. And I placed third. out of the category. So they say, but I still ain't received my trophy. And that was like a year or two ago. But you know, so I'm not gonna harbor on that.
Right.
As far as doing any more competitions, I don't see myself doing any more because I'm trying to travel with
Right.
I am gonna travel with barbering. So
Right.
that's the goal, man.
I hear you, bro. You got it together. Putting the business, the plan, the foundation. You
Yeah.
gotta build that foundation on a rock.
Yes, sir.
And that wing gonna come, them haters gonna come.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel me? Oh, you can't do that. It is just because they never took that leap.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, man, that leap will change your life.
Change your life.
That leap will change your life and change you. But hopefully it change you for the better.
How has cutting hair changed you?
Oh man, that's a good question. So I used to be a hothead.
Okay.
A real big hothead.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. When I first met, bruh, he was a hothead. I'm over here trying to talk to him. Like, you know, like, what's your name, bro? Like, you know, what's, bro, not trying to say a word to me, not a word. But, you know, we exchanged information. He called me back on the phone. I thought, like, bro, did my car decline? Like, what's up? He didn't know I played for the Seahawks. You know, we exchanged numbers. He cut me good now. I had to get his number. But he was a hothead the first day I met him. But you know what? We all deserve grace. Like, hey, I ain't hold up against it, but, bruh, he a new creation. Just know that.
And yeah, I was a hothead, man. But barbering really taught me that it taught me to look at me. Like the customer service, how I treat people, stuff like that. So I was always, you know, if you give me attitude, I'm gonna give you attitude. And if you say that, if you disrespect me out in public, I'm gonna disrespect you back wherever you disrespecting me at. Cause you know parents love to say, oh, where you act out at, I'm gonna act out at too. I'm gonna correct you at. So I think I lived by that, but that wasn't something good to live by.
Right.
Because later on when I, you know, became more mature, I found out that I'm not responsible for how you treat me, but I am responsible for how I treat you. So you can treat me with disrespect, but as long as I respect you, you know, I done did my part on my end.
Don't do evil for evil, amen, bro.
So that's how barbering done changed me for the most part, man. And I'm grateful for it because that change was needed. It was necessary. Change can be uncomfortable, but majority of the time it's necessary.
No, I feel you. Like, football taught me how to serve others.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's all about you. Nah, it's about like a brotherhood. And within the brotherhood, like my position, I'm a tight end. I don't get all the glory. I got to block, I got to catch, you feel me? But it just teaches you you got to depend on others, and others got to depend on you. So you feel me? You can't always look yourself, you always got to look for others. How can I serve others? How can I help somebody else today? Not yourself. Because boy, when you keep doing that, it's like, what am I doing this for at the end of the day?
Yeah, that's very true, man. That's very true. And it's like church too. In order for God to elevate you, you got to be able to serve first.
Yeah.
So it's good. I played football for Warner Robins High School my 9th and 10th grade year, but I got kicked off the team for being a hothead. So you know, if we were playing Northside.
Not Northside. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we were playing Northside.
That school you went to, bro?
We were playing Northside, and man, I didn't agree with the call the ref made. So I argued with him. He threw me out the game. Argued with the coach. Coach was like, "Yeah, you done. Go take off your pads in the locker room." So yeah, that's how that.
Was this you play DB?
Yep.
I could tell.
Yeah, I did not agree with that call, and I just felt like.
Was it pass interference?
Yes. So I don't know how you knew, but well, of course you play football.
Yeah,
but you know,
football, bro.
Man, I didn't agree with it. So ever since then, I ain't never looked back. So I'm like, okay, well, I ain't playing football anymore. Not even knowing that he was trying to teach me then.
Come on.
You know that everything ain't gonna always go your way. You might see it one way, but from a different angle, somebody see it another way.
Perspective.
Perspective. That's a good word right there. Perspective.
Yeah, Took me a while too, man. When I was in high school, playing basketball, that was my favorite sport. As a leader, I always thought it was about me. But as I got older, I was like, dang, I was really wrong.
Yeah.
I used to argue with the coach. Hey, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? But man, you gotta listen to them coaches.
Yeah.
They're trying to help you for when you get into the real world. And I'm using all the stuff they taught me. So I always go back and thank them whenever I can.
Absolutely, man. So you done been back to your hometown?
See, I've been back a few times. Oh, me and my boy KJ Osborne, that's my best friend I grew up with. He played for the Minnesota Vikings. We got our second youth camp, June 10th. And then we have a high school elite camp, June 9th. So we'll be back there every year throwing camp for the hometown.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
I'm gonna try to get one out here too. We just was at Peace County for my boy Pro Day.
Okay.
So we trying to, for sure, throw a camp down here too.
That'll be dope, man. I know when Casey, I think when he first, it was either when he played with Vanderbilt or when he first got into the league that he was doing camps. And I would go. I was young then, so I know it had to be when he was at Vanderbilt because I was younger, like middle school younger. And I would go. Met some cool people. I think I don't know. I can't remember what his name was, but at the time he was a linebacker for the New England Patriots.
Okay.
I think his last name was Davies. I can't remember.
Did he go to Georgia?
I think so. He got dreads. I know at the time he had dreads. I don't know if he done cut them off, but yeah, man. Speaking of Georgia, how do you feel about that situation of a young man dying?
That was unfortunate, man. It was unfortunate. That's why, just young athletes, you gotta be careful. We got to be careful. Cause you never know what's your last day.
Yeah. Absolutely true.
You know.
And come to find out, they say that I guess the girl that he was in the car with, caused the wreck.
I don't know about that he said, she said, but
yeah,
they sat on both sides. But we just gotta be careful. Just really, like when you go out, just check on each other. Like, can you drive? What can you do? What not? You feel me? We like to play around. We all been there before. But just be more careful. Like, nah, let's get home safe.
Yeah. So being in Seattle, man, what's the restaurants like there? Yeah.
You know what? I know this. We require. I ain't gonna hate on Seattle. I'm not the biggest Seattle fan. They got some good seafood. You go to the downtown to the market. You can catch a fish, a live fish, bro. If I threw a fish at you, would you catch it?
Probably not.
No, they got some good sushi out there.
Okay, I like sushi. Depend on what kind of sushi. I'm a basic type dude when it comes to sushi, so I don't eat the actual raw fish.
I don't do that either,
on
brother.
the, cracker or whatever. I eat California rolls, but I don't even know if that's classified as sushi.
They come to Seattle, you gotta hit the Space Needle. It's a smooth city.
Okay.
I'd rather be chilling like it. It rain, be cloudy, gloomy.
Yeah. I've never been to Seattle before, man. I'm gonna have to make it my business to come.
West Coast trip. You ever been to Cali?
I was stationed in Cali.
Oh, for real?
Yes,
That's with the Navy?
Huh?
The Navy?
Yeah, I was on 32nd Street.
What was the Navy like? You ain't getting into detail about that. What was the Navy like?
The Navy, it was actually pretty cool. I can't even lie to you. It was actually pretty cool. Now, I don't know what made me go into the Navy because I did 4 years at Air Force ROTC in high school. So, and my dad did Army. Was in the Army. Majority of my family members were in the Army, but I knew that was what I didn't want to do because I didn't want to make it look like I was following somebody else's footsteps. I wanted to create my own footsteps for myself. So, the Navy recruiters, man, they were just so nice and welcoming. And I think that's, what brought me in, honestly. So, but other than that, man, the Navy was pretty dope. I'm a little country boy from Duluth County, so I never really imagined myself being on an actual ship. And I was a CS in the Navy, a culinary specialist. So I was like the heart of the ship. You know, the ship can't function if the people don't eat. So
you ever got seasick?
The first time I went underway, I did. So, and first time I went underway, I found out about some stuff that I never even had heard of, like flying fish. I never knew that was a real thing. But you actually have fish that jump out the water and they float, they like flap on top of the water. And it was my first time seeing otters in person, seeing seals in person. Man, in the Navy, they treated us like we were celebrities. And I guess it was preparing me for right now. But we had people that would be in the water, on jet skis and stuff, but they would be coming up real close to the ship.
Right.
And you're not supposed to do that. You can't do that. So the police, the Navy police was on the water with us. So anytime we came back in port, they would have to escort us back in to make sure nobody got too close to the ship. And stuff like that. But man, I was in San Diego. It was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope. Now, being on the ship, it took some time for me to get used to it. The bunks are super small, and I was on a destroyer. So, it was good, man, nonetheless. I made some lifelong friends, man.
God is good.
I still keep in contact with like 2 to 3 of them. But other than that, it was pretty good, man. My command was super laid back. You ain't do nothing, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. So
that's a vibe.
Yeah, I was lucky to have that as my first command. Cause not everybody get that. I got kind of sad though because in boot camp, I went to boot camp in January.
That was boot camp.
If I could do boot camp over again, I would.
You would?
I would, honestly, I would. Only thing I didn't like about boot camp is that I got set back because I failed the test. So I was supposed to graduate a week before my birthday, me and my dad's birthday. My dad's birthday is March 21st, mine is March 22nd. I was supposed to graduate March 15th, which that year, that was on a Friday because the Navy graduation is always on a Friday. And the week before graduation, man, I had to call my parents and tell them I got set back because I failed a test that was on the computer that I didn't study for real. So that was sad. And I know when it came close to graduation, they gave us a chance to call our folks. And the person I would always call was my mama because my dad just never really answered the phone. I know if I want to talk to my dad, I can call my mama and he'll be right there with him. So I was calling my mama, man, and I was getting sad because everybody else was on the phone with their folks and my mama wouldn't answer the phone. And we only had a certain time frame to be on the phone. So it was pretty dope though. It was pretty dope. One of my RDCs, she was from Baltimore. And after boot camp, man, A school was the bomb. Well, other branches call it AIT. But it was like college, man. Like after you get out of class, you do what you want to do. So sometimes I go to the mall. That's when I really became like a sneakerhead. They had this mall.
What's your favorite shoe?
I'm a Jordan 1s fan.
Okay, I think we might get along, brother.
Yeah, I love Jordan 1s, man. I got a closet full right now, matter of fact. But yeah, after class, I would just go to the mall, man, and just rack up on shoes. Like, and you know, I was getting paid, so I got set back in boot camp, and so I was getting some more money still. In boot camp, because in boot camp you get paid. And so I just got out, and I was racking up on shoes and clothes, going to H&M, spending $200 on one jacket. I was just like, bro, I was just blowing money at the time. I was just blowing money at the time for no reason. Didn't have no discipline, but at the time financially. Until I had got my first car, that taught me discipline. And after that, I got after A school. That's when I got my orders to go to San Diego, and of course they gave all of us a chance to pick where we wanted to go. I put West Coast, then East Coast, then overseas last. And luckily, California was one of the places I wanted to go to first. And, you know, I was able to go there first. Shoot it dope.
I don't know if I could have done the Navy, brother.
Why you say that?
So how long was you on that ship for?
So my ship was pre-con because it had been in a wreck in 2017, so it was still in Mississippi getting fixed. So they had me TAD to other ships, but I was on different ships for like only a few months though, because they wanted me to get a feel of different ships. So I was on a minesweeper and a destroyer. I never got on an aircraft carrier. Well, I did, but I wasn't, you know, like underway or deployed on one. So yeah, a minesweeper, man, that's like one of the smallest ones, or the smallest ones. We only had 90 people on there, and it was an all men ship. So we had no women, none of that. It was, you know, men thinking they can tell you to do this and do that. If technically they kind of can if they, you know, outrank you. But it gotta be legit.
I was in the Navy. Any different job you need, he got it. Now he cutting hair.
Yeah, man. And I actually, like a couple years ago, I had lost my passion for cutting hair. I was just cutting hair just to cut hair. I was just like, okay, this making me money, this paying my bills, this let me do whatever I want to do. So I guess I keep doing it. But I had to find out, I had to remember again why I started in order to get my passion back, man. Because people would drain you if you allow them to, and I was allowing people to drain me at that time. I was easily influenced, and I was like, yeah, maybe it's meant for me to go back to working a 9 to 5. Cause to be honest, and the crazy thing is, I'm not really a people person. Like I'm standoffish, antisocial. But like if you talk, I'll talk. I like being to myself, man, because I don't have to hold nobody else accountable for nothing. But that's something I'm working on, man. Knowing that everybody ain't the same.
I'm telling one of my homeboys, man, ain't nothing wrong, you know, being to yourself, but at the same time, God gave you people to be around, because 2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
Who that be?
What's going on, man? Tall man, got waves, skin fade, high skin fade with a beard. Sounds familiar?
Brother Derek.
Yes, sir. Man, my good man.
This is my good man from the circle.
How you doing, my boy?
Good, man. Nice to meet you.
Oh, man. Be blessed, my boy. He needed it.
I do what I can.
What you doing, Derek?
I was reading. I don't know what you think.
You read books, bro?
Yeah, sometimes I can't even lie to you. Sometimes I do. Honestly, man, majority of the time I be on YouTube looking at haircut videos. That's what I do majority.
When you first started cutting hair, did you used to mess people up?
Oh, absolutely, man. I got a picture on my phone right now. It humbles me because I go back and look at it every time. You know, I get the big head or something like that. I go back and look at that picture and be like, yeah, you gotta remember where you started from. Boy, that joint was hideous. I'm talking about. And my ex, she was the one that actually invested in me. I ain't buy none of my supplies when I first started. She did. So that kind of gave me the push to keep going too.
Is she your ex?
She a real one, bro. He told me about her, man. But yeah, everybody's in your life for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't no hate to nobody. Just got
Season?
Just a season. Season for everything.
Yeah.
Can't complain. I took my L's.
Man, I posted something like that on Facebook yesterday. I fumbled this one girl, and I ain't been right ever since.
I took so many L's in college. I said 2 L's make a W. So your W on the way, brother.
Hey, I believe it. I haven't seen it. Are you married?
Nah.
Plan on being married?
Oh yes, sir. Got to be. He who finds wife finds a good thing. And what, Derek? Obtains favor from the Lord.
So,
come on.
Amen.
And I need that favor.
but do you think that all men are meant to be married?
No. Unless they're mature. Unless they, when they submit to the Lord, I believe they should be married, yeah. But if you're going to be immature out here wilding, no, don't ruin the good thing.
That's a wise man speaking.
No, because, you feel me? Don't mess something up good and you're gonna mess her up. You feel me? And it's gonna just start a whole cycle. Just messing people up.
That's real.
I got another cut on the way.
Oh no, that's my car club. Boot me. But I ain't told him else. I'm busy.
Well, yeah, Derek, talk to us, man. How's marriage been, bro? Give us some advice.
Advice?
Yeah, some advice.
Well, one thing I'll say is you.
Don't get nervous. The camera on you. Don't get nervous. Come on, bro.
I'm thinking. I would say you always gonna be learning your partner. That's one thing I'll say. You always gonna be learning your partner.
So you always there.
As much as you think that you know them, things change. People change over time. And people adjust and adapt. And that's one of the things that I kind of have to remind myself. Sometimes, I mean, you know it, but you forget, you know. And I think that me coming to the realization of that, me constantly reminding myself of that, has helped me kind of maneuver through some situations, some rocky situations. You think, oh, we married, we fine and dandy, but it's quite the opposite. The thing that I've learned is that in a good marriage, a good healthy marriage, your patience is what grows. Because people are gonna be people. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do what I do, and she's gonna do what she do. But it's the love for each other that allows us to have grace, and the grace that allows us to have patience with one another. So
That's good, man. That's good. I think grace is one of the key words that I've been focusing on for the past couple months, and that people that look up to me, you know, that I've been telling them to focus on. Because a lot of times, you know, us as people, we know we're gonna make mistakes. We know we're gonna do this, that, and the third. But even in the Bible, I want to say it's in the book of Luke, where it tells us to extend grace the same way that Christ extended grace to us. So I try and live by that every single day, you know, not to look down on nobody, not to because he already knew, and every time I say he, I want y'all to know I'm to my God.
yes, sir.
He already knew that we weren't gonna be perfect. When we was in our mother's womb, he already knew.
He did this, so come on.
So that's one of the things I tell people all the time. People think that I had a female yesterday that messaged me and was like, hey, can you give me some insight on this, that, and the third? And I was like, yeah. She thought she couldn't, after she got baptized once, she thought that she could never be baptized again. I was like, huh? Who taught you that? Who told you that? And I was like, nah, that's not true. You can get baptized as many times you want to be baptized, but it doesn't matter about the baptism. It matters about what you do after it.
Come on, it matters about the heart.
It matters about the heart. So you can be dipped and still be old.
Man.
And,
I want to go to, might have cut you off, but I want to go to Israel. We're going to the Jordan. Get baptized where John baptized Jesus. Nah,
that would be dope.
That's a goal of mine, brother.
That would be dope. I say, what's one of your vacation goals? Like, just go, chill, relax.
Go chill, relax, or you talking about like go check it out? Cause I ain't never checked it out. I've been to Aruba in Jamaica and I vacate, but I want to go check it out. Like I want to go to Israel's #1, then Egypt. I gotta go to Hawaii. Gotta go to Hawaii. I think that's my top 3 right now.
Okay, mine would be Bora Bora.
Okay.
Puerto Rico. And this is another one that's in Greece. It starts with an S. Saltorian, Sal something.
Alright, yeah.
But those would be my top 3, man.
Yo, Sirski, your boy's back.
Alright.
Boy's back.
So done, man. This is my guy, Tyler. Y'all go follow him on Instagram. Let him know where to follow you at, man.
IG, Mabry Tyler 1, MABRYTYLER #1, Mabry Tyler 1. Follow me. You feel me? I'm the founder of The Circle. If y'all want to follow that, TC The Circle, man. We got a ministry going, men's Bible study, women's Bible study. Come on, y'all. Get to know the Lord. Cause hey, we all need grace. When you have grace, you have peace. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Alright, we out.